We're hoping for zero, just a more active role in preventing the incidents, because we'd much rather, we always say if the lifeguards can leave dry, they've had a good day. We'd rather than prevent the issue from happening than having to treat it later. If it happens, it happens, but we try very hard to not let it happen.
How important is it for aquatic safety for children ages 1 through 5?
It's extremely important. The accidental death for children under 5 it's the leading cause of it is drowning. So we're trying to work through getting these kids a little bit safer, working on the skills like we talked about the little ones getting in the pool. They don't have the strength yet to swim, so if they fall in the pool, they can't swim to the wall. So one of the skills we're working on with the younger guys is if they do end up in the pool, they almost always end up belly down. So we're working on getting them to roll from front to back and just kind of laying there, floating, screaming, because they don't really have the strength to get themselves to the wall yet, but it'll get the parents' attention, things like that. And then as they get a little bit older, teaching them the basic safety rules, not going near water without an adult, what happens if you do get in the pool and you're not quite ready. So we work getting them a little bit further, just under where they, just deep enough to where they can't touch the bottom, and then they'll go down to the bottom and they'll jump back to the top, and then they'll work their way a little bit more shallow so they can get to the wall, things like that, working on the kicking but in general with the little guys who don't quite have the skill yet, it's the floating at the top and just staying calm and things like that. And then, but again, just making sure that they're well aware of what the rules are and they can repeat them to us, and we have them practice them when they're here. We'll have the instructor a little bit further back and see if the kids get in the pool without the instructor. And after the first few days, they know to wait until an instructor or their parent tells them it's okay to get in the water, I'm watching you, things like that. That way they know that the water's not to be messed with. And a lot of it is also educating the parents, especially the younger ones with the kids who they're just old enough to start walking, but not old enough that parents really think about the swimming. So they'll, like when they're at home dealing with the mop bucket and the bathtub full of a little bit of water, toilet bowls, things like that, making sure the parents are aware of just how easy it is for a little kid to find himself underwater. So just making sure everybody's staying safe and alive for the most part.
Yeah, that's excellent.
It's going to be a hot summer, so make sure you're coming out to the pool. It's going to be 100 degrees just about every day, so coming out, we have our open swim, our lap swim times anytime, just coming out and cool off. Have a great time.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Shoup, and have a great day.
No problem.
Thank you.
Kara Jenkins at the Apple Valley Aquatic Center. Tell me,
Hi.
Kara, what's your favorite part about being a lifeguard here?
My favorite part about being a lifeguard is actually giving swim lessons to young kids. I have a lot of fun doing it, and it's such a safety factor for them to learn how to swim.
Good. Now, how long have you been a lifeguard here?
This is actually my second summer.
Okay. What are some of the tasks here as a lifeguard?
Well, the main thing is to prevent things from happening. We almost never have to make any rescues because We prevent injuries from happening, we keep a close eye on the water, and we take care of the grounds really well.
Good. How exactly do you become a lifeguard?
Well, you have to do certifications through the Red Cross. It depends on how long it usually takes, about a week. And you have to swim a certain distance, practice rescues, go through scenarios, and pass a final test to get your certifications.
Now, how many fellow lifeguards do you have here with you?
Gosh, during the summer we have a little over 30 staff members, and then we're open all year round, so during the winter we cut back on our staff, especially when a lot of the kids start school.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, thank you.
Gustafson, and we're here today with the Apple Valley Aquatic Center with Mandy Tamiko. Now tell us, first of all, I have to know about the sunglasses. Why do lifeguards always wear those?
Well, the sun is always in our eyes, so we wear sunglasses all the time. And most of the time we're always outside, so.
Now, you look pretty young to be a lifeguard. How old are you and how did you get into this role?
Well, I'm 18, and the reason why I qualified to be a lifeguard was because I volunteered for the town for 3 years, and then I was also a swimmer and a water polo player for my high school.
It's actually pretty impressive. Now, how did you get joined over here with Apple Valley Center?
Well, like I said, I volunteered for the town for 3 years, so everyone knew me and they knew what I did, and I face painted for most of the events, so I did a lot. I applied for the job and got it.
Now, what's your favorite part about being a lifeguard?
My favorite part is doing swim lessons. I am currently going to do a private lesson, and they're my favorite. And it's fun to teach them how to swim because they will grow up and know how to swim because of me.
And how do you feel about child safety?
Child safety is really important because without it, kids wouldn't be safe in the water.
What can we do to protect our children from water dangers? Following the ABCs of water safety can make a difference.
The A stands for Active Adult Supervision. Whenever you are with a child around the water, make sure that you are within arm's reach and have eye contact. That is active adult supervision. If you are on the phone, talking to friends, or taking care of another child, you are not actively supervising the children in the water. Remember, children begin to drown in seconds, and it is silent. In the time it takes to answer the phone, a child can be seriously injured.
The B stands for barriers. A four-sided isolation fence, a door alarm, a pool cover or net are some of the barriers that are effective in keeping children from the water. The best protection is to layer many of the barriers so that if one fails, there's another one in place. It's important to remember, though, that no barrier is 100% effective. Nothing can replace active adult supervision. Remember also that toys are an attraction for children and should never be left in the pool, as kids may try to retrieve them. Also, furniture should be moved away from any fence so that children cannot use it to climb over.
The C stands for classes, both CPR and first aid. Knowing CPR will improve the child's chance of survival and can mean the difference between life and death.
Every year I'd hear stories of children drowning. I thought I was a good parent, and I never thought something like this could happen to me. But in August of 1999, my 2.5-year-old son Brandon fell into an unprotected pool and drowned. I didn't realize how important active adult supervision was, or that communicating who was watching the children could keep them safe. I didn't understand that layering barrier protection like an isolation fence and a door alarm was vital in keeping kids from the water. I also didn't know CPR, and I didn't know that by knowing CPR, it could have made the difference between life and death for my son. By learning the ABCs of pool safety and by listening to this message, you just might save the life of your child.
Children, and this is a specific program that that I think really can affect our community. And also thank the town of Apple Valley and their Parks Department for having us out here today. Watch your children, people. I really want to have the commitment of everybody out there to watch your children around pools. Don't assume somebody else is watching them. You have to do it yourself. Thank you very much again. I appreciate you coming out.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, community.
Great to know.